Hey folks, Dave back here. Welcome back to Sunday morning. Hope things are going well for you. We have beautiful weather outside, but it's just a prelude to the snow coming. They keep upping the totals. It started with an inch or two, 3 to 6, 4 to. Now it's 6 to 9. Now it's probably 9 to 12. So I'm kind of hoping they get it wrong. Is my hope. Like they did the last time. Oh, we're gonna get a coating of snow. Well, guess what? That coating of snow. That turned into like 5 inches of snow. So I'm really kind of hoping that they're wrong the other way this time. Not looking forward to shoveling all that snow and moving all that snow and the whole bit, I know we live in New England, but still, we don't have to like it. We don't have to like the weather sometimes. Anyway, let me get going over here. So I think I have everything set up in the chat room. Hopefully we are live and looking good. So let's go overhead now. So here's where we are. Boy, that little windscreen keeps falling off on me. So I kept stats in the first half, but I didn't like how it came out. So I'm not going to do stats in the second half. We're just going to keep track of the drives as far as that goes, that individual stats. I will tell you, though, that Lydell Mitchell's not having a good day in the ground, but his passing and his receiving has been fantastic here. 21-3. Let's see, a Steve Mickemeyer field goal is all Detroit could muster. And Baltimore got 3 touchdown pass catches by Don McCauley. So Don McCauley is our star of the game here so far, catching 3 Burt Jones touchdown passes. And, of course, Detroit will have to kick off here to start the second half. So again, I'm not going to do any stats. We're just going to kind of go back to playing Dave's way. Got to pick up the pace a little bit and try to have some fun with this game here. Not that I don't have fun when I keep stats, but sometimes it's a little bit, quicker and easier just to kind of play the game. And that's all I'm doing. This is not part of a project. This is going back and playing some games here. I'm really enjoying this. I'm really kind of enjoying just picking off a game and playing it. Not going to lie. I'm kind of having some fun with that. Alrighty, so here we go. Mickemeyer comes in for the kickoff in a 63 from the PE column. And it's going to be a 32 on the kickoff. Oh, let me see. 64-09. So it's going to go down to the 1-yard line. Alrighty, so that'll be taken by our main receiver, Bruce Laird, right? Yeah, so Bruce Laird is going to get the return from the 1. And on kickoffs, we want to go the K column. So we got a 52 in the K column. It's going to be an 11 on the kickoff return. And there'll be 22 yards out to the 23-yard line. And that's where the Colts will start. All right, so just 15 seconds off the clock here. I'm going to open my window up over here so I can get a little bit of air in. It's beautiful outside. Again, it's 40 degrees, sunny, and it stinks because we're expecting a ton of snow. A ton of snow. Sounds like a bad song. Oh, speaking of songs, share a little bit of history here today, a little flashback, if you will. Where's my thing? All right, so I got to put that in there. So something come across YouTube this morning when I was having my coffee, and it was someone looking at it was an old song. It was called a Max Webster song, and it featured Geddy Lee on vocals. And I'd never heard this song like in its entirety, but I remember as a kid, it was like, oh, here's a song by this band, and Geddy Lee's on it. So I'm like, ooh, anything Rush and Geddy Lee in the mid to early 80s, or early to mid 80s. I was all over. So this song comes on, and the ladies kind of, look reviews. So I heard the whole song. It's 2025, and this is the first time I've heard this song in its entirety. Okay, and the last time I even remotely heard this song, again, I remember it was in my grandparents' house in their living room, because I can picture the whole thing. And I don't know if it was just a little transistor radio that we had on, if it had the stereo, but somehow this come on the radio, and they were like, oh, Geddy Lee's on this song. And I heard it there, and I don't even know if I heard the whole song. It's kind of a weird song in the scheme of rock and roll, if you will. And I don't know what year that was, but if you had told me that the next time I heard that song, and the first time I would hear that song in its entirety was 2025, that's messed up. Dude, that's messed up. There I am as a teenager, I don't know, 13, 14 years old, and I'm like, oh, well, what's this, Geddy Lee. And then I heard, and so when she reviewed the song on YouTube, I was like, yeah, I remember some of that. I don't remember the whole thing, but it's just wild that it took that long, for me to hear that song again. All right, so it's going to be on the 23-yard line. This is going to be Baltimore on the 23, so the 23 of Baltimore. And we're going to, again, I'm not going to go back to my my stat sheet. I'm just going to kind of play it here and have some fun with it. All right, so here we go. So let's see what's going on with the Detroit defense as we go inside run to Leaks. So they got a 52, so they're going to go C and a D, and a 63 is going to be a 31, a C and a D. And we're going to, we got a rare play here. So we'll go, we like to go the one rare play per half, and then we roll to see what happens. So we got an RP3. Let's see what happens on the RP3, shall we? Oh, we're going to go with the first page of the RPs. So we got a rare play right off the bat here. I don't mind the rare plays. I think they're kind of fun. A 5, and oh boy, Leaks busts up the middle. They're not going to catch him. He will go all the way. Touchdown, Roosevelt Leaks. And that's going to be 77 yards, but there is a flag. There's a flag on the play after Leaks goes 77 yards to open up the third quarter. Let's check the flag. 23-7, holding on the offense, and it's going to bring the play back. Oh, boy, 10 yards. So we go from a 77-yard touchdown run to a flag. I particularly like that kind of rare play because it's just no matter where you are in the field, you get the touchdown. I really like that. And then there's a flag. So there's a small chance, it's a decent chance you're going to score, but there's also a chance that it's going to be called back. I happen to like that. I do. I happen to like that. All righty. So we're going to go Mitchell. And I say that because I remember we watched the Patriots game as a kid, and Mitchell got the ball, and my father's friend goes, Mitchell. We're going to hear that name all day long, and he was correct. All right, so it's a 1st and 20 now. Ooh, and I'm back inside the 15, so I'm at the 13, actually, so I need to go to my other chart. So we are, I need to go here. So we're going to go outside run to Mitchell inside the 14. So here we go. So 1st and 20 now, and a 54 is AD, and Mitchell, who's not had a good day running, 22 AD is going to be 4 yards. So he'll pick up 4. He'll get some of that back, but it's still going to be a 2nd and extremely long. Who else do we want to bring in here to run? Lee's been having a good day running. So we're going to give it a Lee. All right, and now we're out over so we're back to our main chart now because we're out over the 15-yard line. So we're going to go, we're going to pound him up the middle, inside run to Lee. All right. We're up 21-3. We don't need to get crazy. AG and a Lee. Oh, another 23, huh? A 28 AG, and that's going to be -1. So they're going to get Lee in the backfield this time for a loss. And that's going to set up a 3rd and extremely long. So we're going to have to go to the air. So we're going to look for Raymond Chester's our guy. We're going to go to Raymond Chester. And we'll look for Raymond Chester I'm going to go medium pass. All righty, medium pass for Raymond Chester. So here we go. 55 on the D, so they're looking good here. AD. That'll stay AD. And Jones, 21, is a 17 AD, and that's going to be in and out of the hands of Raymond Chester, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So the penalty erases a touchdown run, a beauty of a run. And it's going to bring in the punter, and it's going to be David Lee. We got a lot of guys with the same name. We got a couple of Hills over here. We have a couple of Lees over here. That's all right. Just kind of because you got to really look at them. I think we have there's another set of names that are the same too. All right, so here comes he got away with this one. A beauty of a kick, a 4, punting from just outside the 15. 54 yards, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 54 yards. So I'm going to bring it to the 30. Beauty of a kick by Lee. Back to receive this is Eddie Payton. So on the return, we're going to go to the P column here. And a 13 is going to be a 20. So Eddie Payton with a 20 on the punt return, and he'll gain 5 out to the 35-yard line. All right, so that's where Detroit will take over as they trail 21-3. So that's going to be a punt, and Detroit takes over at their 35. So that's where we go. All right, so we're going to start this out here. So let's move some of these things out of the way. We'll go to our main chart, and we're going to slide Danielson in, and we'll slide the defense in, and here we go. All right, what do we want to do here? We're down 21-3. Let's see if we can get some running going here. Let's get Kane. All right, so Kane's going to run on the outside. BS. 17 BS. And that'll be good for 9 yards. So he's going to come up just short of the first down here after the 9-yard carry by Kane. So it's going to be second down. I think we're going to use this opportunity to go to the long pass. See if we can get something sparked here. Let's go medium pass, actually. So we're going to go medium pass here from the 39. So it's a 2nd and 1. So that's going to give us a chance to open things up. So medium pass. Let's see what the Colts defense going to drum up here. AD. All right, so they're playing deep, so it's going to be AD, and that'll stay AD. Danielson, medium pass for Jarvis. 43 is 30. AD, and he is sacked. Oh, man, sacked for a 6-yard loss, and that completely backfired on us. Oh, man, so now it's a 3rd and 7. Wow. Lions can't get anything going. All right, we're going to look for J.D. Hill, and we're going to go short past the J.D. Hill. So 42 is C.D. We're going to bring it up to a B.D. B.D. Danielson, 45, 18. B.D. And he's just got to throw this one away. Nobody open. He throws it away. And so the Lions will now have to kick this one away. So a 2nd and 1 turns into a punt. And that's kind of how it's going for the Lions today. So Wilbur Summers is our player of the day here. He's seen the most action for the Lions, if you will. So we're going to go with the K column here. 35 on a punt. And it's going to be... we got another fumble here. They've had so many fumbles in this game. F6, and there's also a flag. So F6 TZ. So let's resolve the fumble. Boy, I tell you, they screwed up. Somebody screwed up a punt earlier. Somebody screwed up a field goal. It's been a sloppy, sloppy day. So let's resolve the F6 first. A 64 is minus 13.04. And so it's going to be scooped up by the center. So the long snapper actually gets back to Wilbur Summers cannot handle it. The ball's bouncing around. The long snapper falls on it. 13 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but we need to check the flag. So this could be, again, fantastic field position for the Colts, who have spent most of the game in Lion territory. But let's check the flag on the Z. 64, 7. 7 is holding. They will decline it. 5, 10, 11, 12. So all the way back to the 25-yard line. It's another screw-up for the Lions, another turnover. And, boy, I tell you, they are looking really, really bad today. A 2nd and 1 turns into a 1st and 10 for Baltimore on the 25-yard line. So a bad snap here in the rain. So it's going to be a fumble on the kick. And so Baltimore is going to take over on the 25 of Detroit. So where do I put the chart here? From the 15 to the 31, I'm inside the 31. So, all right, so let's go. We're going to go Mitchell up the middle. Yeah, he's had a bad day, but we got to kill some time here in the third quarter. So here we go. Mitchell, a 25. Let me just make sure that I'm on and I'm sounding okay here. All right. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I guess you can. Okay. I usually check. Okay, good. I usually check, but I didn't, and I haven't seen anybody in the room yet, so or only a couple people, so I didn't know if I was having issues or not. All right, so I'm gonna roll again because I'm kind of confused here. So Mitchell's gonna go. We're gonna send him. We're gonna just send him up the middle. All right, something simple for him. AS. So Lydell Mitchell going up the middle. 25 AS and nothing. So Mitchell is just not getting it done on the ground today, but his running, his catching has been pretty good. Roosevelt leaks now. 2nd and 10 on the 25. Inside run. BS. 42. 8. BS. And 8 will get you 5 yards. Down to the 20. So a 3rd and 5 for Baltimore from the 20. And we're going to look for, we're going to go to our money man. Don McCauley, 3 touchdown passes in this game, and that's what we're going to go to. So we're going to go short pass to McCauley. I need to get the right chart. Here we are. So between the 10 and the 30. 3rd and 5. Lions are playing BS. So on a short pass, it's AS. So standard defense AS. All right. Jones, 29. That's not going to be good, I don't think. And they're going to wrap Jones up. That's a 4-yard sack all the way back to the 24. So that's going to set up a 4th down situation. And we're going to bring in Linhart for the field goal try. So coming from the 24, it looks like it's going to be a 41-yard attempt coming from the 24. All right, so 24 and 17 is 41. I'm going to give it a 41-yard field goal try. So from the 24, that's our middle column over here, or column 4, if you will. Here we go. Linhart to try to make it 24-3. A 43 on the K column is going to be a 34. And a 34 is, they fumbled the snap again. F9. It's the second time the Colts have fumbled the snap. We got an F9. Boy, they are just fumbling all over the place today. Jeepers creepers. So Linhart never gets the kick away as the holder. I think it's Jones. I just usually go with the quarterback. Jones fumbles the snap on an F9, and a 45 says, and my dog chimes in, minus 22 D8. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22. So the snap goes through his hands. It goes all the way back to the 46-yard line, and it's scooped up by the left cornerback. So we got 11, 10, 9, 8. James Hunter is going to jump on this ball. Will he get a return? No, he will not get a return. So Hunter falls on it. The ball sails through the hands of the holder Jones, and they never get the field goal off. So boy, I tell you, 2 fumbled kicks here in the second half, and it must be the weather in Baltimore today here in Week 13. We've had so many fumbled plays, it's not even funny. It's been funny. It's been a very weird game, but it's been a lot of craziness as AP and 007 come by. I'm picking up where I left off late last night. I'm here in the third quarter. All righty, so Jones comes out, the defense comes in. So both teams failing here. We had a punt, a fumbled punt, and now a fumbled field goal try. So Danielson, he's getting one last crack, although it's not really his fault. I was going to bring in the backup quarterback like I did in the the LA game, but it's really not his fault. All right, so what do we want to do here? We're going to try a short pass to Horace King. Here we go. So what's the Colt defense going to be doing here? All right, so they're going to take over at the 46-yard line. So Detroit gets it on the 46-yard line. I was keeping track of my drives. So that was a short field. So Baltimore gets it on the 25 of Detroit, and they can't do anything with it. So they're going CD, 32. CG, actually. So it's going to be a BG. BG's here. 23. Boy, they're rolling a lot of 23s today. A 29 BG on the short pass, and he is sacked. He is sacked. A 5-yard loss here, and Danielson goes down. And that's going to give us a 2nd and 15. We're going to try a draw. We're going to go to Rick Kane on a draw. That's what we're going to do. We haven't done a draw yet today, so I like to mix those up. Just got done looking at the new updates to Inside Pitch. PC Replay, baseball and basketball. Nice. Yeah, I heard that. Robert said they updated some of the charts in Inside Pitch. I'm surprised. That game's been around a long time, so I'm wondering why they're updating charts, unless it's for the new rules or something. All right, so on the draw, they're going S defense. So it's going to be BS. BS. So here's the draw. A 42 BS is going to be an 18 BS, and they meet him at the line, no gain. So the Lions just can't get anything going whatsoever, and that's going to bring a 3rd down and 15 right now. So we're going to look for Cookie Jarvis here. Let's see if we can get Cookie Jarvis going. We're going to go medium pass, no choice, medium pass. So they're playing back. They're going to play BD. Danielson, nothing doing here at 20 on a BD, and that's, it sails away in and out of the hands of the strong safety, almost intercepted. Luckily for the Lions, it was not, and they go 3 and out. So they go absolutely nowhere. Actually, they go backwards, and here's our favorite Lion, and that's going to be Wilbur Summers. I don't think he's Champ Summers, right? He's not a champ, right? So the 6 and 8 Lions, trailing 28-3, will kick it away. So the K column here, we got a 14 on the punt. And it's going to be 31 yards to 31 yards. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31 yards. Not a very good kick. Shanked it off the side of his foot. And we're gonna have Blackwood return this here. So on punts, again, he's got 2 cards here. So I'm gonna use this one for the punts. So Blackwood's gonna return this one from the P column. Ooh, 22. It's gonna be a 23 on a punt return, and that'll be good for a whopping 3 yards. So 1, 2, 3, up to the 31-yard line. So that's where Baltimore will take over. They're kind of cruising through this one, so at the 31-yard line of Baltimore, and that's where we go. What seasons do I have for shootout? I have most everything before the 2000s. I have a couple of the new ones, but most of what I have is between the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I don't think I have too much in the modern stuff. So most of this, probably everything 70s and 80s. I know I have everything 70s. So I got a lot of shootout because it's my favorite game. All right, so Jones, and what do we want to do here? We're going to bring in Ron Lee. I'm going to send Ron Lee up the middle on a run. So here we go. A little more than halfway through the 3rd quarter. Still 21-3. All the scoring in the 2nd. So that goes over here actually. So it's going to be AD Ron Lee. 27 AD on an inside run, and 3 yards for Mr. Lee. 1, 2, 3. So Ron Lee picks up 3, and that actually rhymes, and I do that sometimes. All right, we're going back to Mitchell. He's having a tough day, but we're going to go back to Mitchell. We need to grind this out. Outside run for Mitchell. I formation. AS. Mitchell. How many times have I rolled 23s since I get on here? maybe 7 times, half the rolls have been 23s. That's pretty unbelievable. I don't know if it's a good roll or a bad roll, but holy cow, 23s abound. 28 AS, and that's -3. So we're going to lose those 3 yards, 1, 2. So it's back to 3rd and 10. So Lydell Mitchell might be taking a seat here today. He doesn't have it. He does not have it. So we're going to look for Freddie Scott, our receiver here. And we're going to be looking at a medium pass from Jones to Freddie Scott. So what's the -5 and +7? Okay, so what this is here, that means that's their defense. Okay, and that's not good. You want positive defenses. So what I have here is, I'll show you what I have. So when you add up, what I do, everyone does it different. What I do is I add up my starters for offense and defense, okay? That's going to give you a number. So my Baltimore offense is 40 when I add up everybody. So you see how Jones is a 4? Well, everybody has a rating 1 to 5, okay? And that includes the offensive line and the receivers and the whole bit. Freddie Scott is a 3, okay, when he plays in. So when you added up all 11 starters, I got a 40 for the offense. On Detroit's defense, which is all these guys here, all their defensive guys, okay, when I add them up, okay, the 2s and the 3s and the 3s, when I added all them up, I totaled 35. So when Detroit's on defense, they're 5 less than the Baltimore offense. So that's why they get the -5 card. Conversely, the Detroit offense was 32, and the Baltimore defense was 39. So in this case, the defense is 7 better. So I have a +7. So it's one way of doing defense in this game. And what's supposed to happen is the better the card, the better it is for the defense, okay? So on this card here, it's not going to be as good as the +7, okay? There's some subtle differences, but when you roll the dice, you'll get more A's on here than you will on the 7, because the 7 is going to give you B's and C's, which is better for the defense if you follow that. So this is what I use to call defense. I think it's just, for me, I really, really like it. It's nice and simple, and it gives me some variety to the game, and that's kind of how I do it. So we're going to go medium pass to Freddie Scott. So what I do here is I'm going to roll my dice. So I got a 45. So on defense here, see, a 45 is BS. Okay, let me see if I can get that up there. So a 45 in the passing column is BS. Now, it would have been BS against a run, too. So that means on my chart, okay, I'm looking in the B column. See how it's A, B, and C on the top, way up here, and then down below you got your D, S, and G. So that means, so how this kind of works is A is best for the offense, B is kind of middle, and C is best for the defense, okay? And then down here, it's your alignment. So you're playing deep for pass, kind of a standard generic defense, and then G for ground. So those are the 2 things I'm looking at. So when I rolled here and I get BS, I'm looking here in the B, which is kind of the middle stage, and S is standard. So this is going to, like, as generic as you can get for a defensive call. So it's not going to benefit either side. It's kind of in the middle, if that explains it. So that's what I use for defense. It moves for me. It's really fast, and it's really fun. So I got a BS here. The only time I change anything is on 3rd down or 4th down. If I have 3rd down and more than 7, I automatically play deep. So I'll get the B, but that S I will ignore. Even if it was a G, I would ignore it, and I'm automatically going D for deep because it's 3rd and long. So we're going to be going BD. That may change with the receiver. Okay, he's a C, so it will not change. You have to have a difference of 2. So one has to be A, one has to be C to make any kind of difference in that. Going backwards. Going forwards, the receiver will always bump it up if he's higher. So in this case, if you follow all that, that BS turns into a BD, and it will not change because he's a C. So now for Jones, I'm going to roll on his card. We're going medium pass against BD. So we have a 42. In the passing column, that's an 8, okay? So on my medium pass, and we said it was an 8, so I look medium pass, and I get B, D, and it's an 8. So if I come down here and I'm in the third quarter, so I look for an 8, and that 8 is going to be 7 yards. Okay, and that's how you determine a pass. And it's actually easier than I made it sound. It really is easier. So Freddie Scott, and he connects, what do we say, for 7 yards. Right, so he had BD, medium pass, BD. 7 yards. So 5, 6, 7. But that's still going to bring up a 4th down as Freddie Scott comes up short. And so we're going to have to bring in our kicker here, David Lee. So we have a Ron Lee and a David Lee. No Geddy Lee or Sarah Lee. All right? Or, there was another Lee. There was another famous Lee. Geddy Lee, Sarah Lee. And AP says, I've used the APBA football DOS game on my computer, but can't seem to find it anywhere now. Oh, that would be kind of fun. That would be kind of fun. All right, so Baltimore's going to be punting this away from their 38-yard line. So Lee will step into the punt. Ooh, a 66. That's a beauty. That's a 4. And that's going to be 54 yards. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 54 yards inside the 10. Now, I could let it roll, but boy, I tell you, that'd be a long way to roll how I do it. So we're going to return it, all right, because it's just in a spot that I don't want to try anything crazy as far as letting it roll, because then it could really die on us. So we're going to try the punt return from the 9, and hopefully we just get it out a few yards. So Peyton's going to return this one. So on a punt, we're going to go with the P column, and a 63 is a 34. And a 34 is, and he fumbles it. What did I just say? I don't want to do anything crazy. And he fumbles it. So we have, on the return, we have an F3. Wow. Detroit is just fumbling and fumbling and fumbling the ball. So Eddie Payton can't handle it. 64 is, so he's going to get a 13-yard return. He's hit, and the ball comes free. So he's going to go 13 yards, so 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. He gets it up to the 21-yard line, and the ball comes free to, what did I say it was? D4. So on the punt coverage, it's going to be the long snapper. Interesting. So we're going to go with the center. I don't know who the long snapper is, but we're just going to give it to the regular center. So, again, this is where we pull out the cards that you don't normally use. So is he going to get a return? No, he's just going to fall on. So Ken Mendenhall comes down, covers it up, and again, Baltimore's going to start in terrific field position. They're going to start at the 21. So we have a fumble on the punt, and Baltimore's going to get it back, and this time on a 21 of Detroit. So they have started probably 6 times in this game in Detroit territory. It has been that bad. So we're going to start here. This is pretty bad. This has been a wicked, wicked sloppy game. Hang on. Yeah, we got a ton of snow coming, so it's nice out today, so I'm letting the sun kind of bake everything off and kind of melt as much as I can. Alrighty, so let me close the window now. It's kind of cool in here. Oh, now the sun's going in as the snow makes its way over here. Alrighty, so what do we got now? So Detroit's back on defense. Jones comes out. We're going to give it a leak, so it's going to go up the middle to leaks. So the defense here is on a run is BS. I'll show you a run, too, here. Ooh, a 55. So it's going to be 6 inside BS. So what I want to do here, so we're in B, A, B, C, so we're in B, right? And 13 is BS, so in the middle here, in the third column. And we said we have a 6. So a 6 is right here, and it's 4 yards. So up the middle for 4 yards. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. So a 4-yard gain for leaks. And it's going to bring up a second down. It's going to keep moving the clock, which is what Baltimore wants. I hate to go back to Mitchell. He is playing so bad. So we're going to go short pass to Mitchell. All right, we're going to go short pass because he's been unable to run today against this Detroit defense, which is not that good. So we're going to go short pass. So the D is going BS. Now, because he's an A, all right, so on the card here, you see how it's A/B-7? A is short pass and screen pass, and B is basically everything else. So we're going to go short pass, so he's going to be an A. So this BS, he will bump it up to A. That B goes to A, so it's AS. So we're going AS. And again, after you do this a few times, it just all becomes second nature. I don't even think about it anymore. So Jones, AS, a 13 is going to be a 10. Short pass, AS, and that's going to give us 7 yards. So again, Mitchell doing way better. So 5, 6, 7. That's a first down at the 10, first and goal. That's a first and goal. So Mitchell doing so much better out of the backfield. All righty, so we're going to hand it off to McCauley. So we're on the 10, so we're going to have to stay here. So we're going to go outside run to McCauley. He's gotten all our touchdowns today. He's got 3 touchdown catches, so we're going to let him run it. We're going to let him run it here on first. Ooh, 66, though. So that should be the best, and it's okay. A BG. Now, here's the difference here. Let me show you the difference here. So 66, usually the best roll in APBA. But on this defensive card, all right, you see how they're BG, right? That's not terrible. But over here on the 66, you see how they're CG? That is the best defense against the run because C is better for the defense. When we talked about A is good for the offense, B is middle, C is good for the defense. So because they have a -5 on their card, the best they can do is BG on the run. And over here, they would be a CG, meaning C is good for the defense. So it's going to be BG. So McCauley, tough sledding here against the BG on the outside run. A 12 is a 26 BG, and a 26 is -1. So they're going to get him in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. And we're going to put it back on the 11-yard line. So McCauley getting it done in the air, but not so much on the ground. Ron Lee's coming back in. He's going to go inside run. So a 62 is AS. 24 is 22 AS, and he will gain that yard back. So just kind of ping-ponging back and forth here. So we got a 3rd and goal from the 10. Passing situation. We're going to look for receiver Glenn Doughty here. We haven't passed to Doughty in a while. So the last time Baltimore started on the 25, they screwed it up, and they couldn't get anything going. They fumbled the field goal try, so now it's 3rd and 10 after starting on the 21-yard line. It's been pretty bad here for both teams in the second half. So they're going to play deep, so it's going to be a CD. Because he's a B, he will raise that to a BD. So we have BD. 32 is a 21 short pass BD from the 10. Short pass BD. And we said that was a so Jones is a 32, it's a 21. Oh boy. And that is sails over the head of Doughty. Never had a chance. And so that's going to bring up another field goal try. Let's see if we can actually get the snap this time. So Linhart comes out trying again. So we're going to kick it from the 10. So this is going to be a 27-yard field goal try. Remember the last time the snap sailed over his head and they fumbled it. And Detroit took over, but then couldn't do anything. So here we go. Linhart from the snap coming from the 10. A 52 is a 6, and a 6 is no good. He missed it. Linhart misses a 27-yard field goal. You kidding me? 52 is a 6, and a 6 from 10 to 19 is no good. He missed it. So Detroit will bring it out to the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll take over. Wowzers. You guys are seeing some real bad football here today on the channel as the 77 Lions and the 77 Baltimore Colts are just having a stinker here. It is a stinker. All right. So now we are going to make an executive decision here in a 21-3 game with a couple minutes to go in the third quarter. And we are bringing in Greg Landry as our quarterback. So Landry will come in, and he will actually raise the offense a little bit because he's a 3. So what I'm going to do now is that's going to bring this down from 7 to 6 because he was a 3 and the other guy was a 2. So we're going to bring that to a 6. That's not going to change much, but there might be 1 or 2 results that change, and I just want to kind of keep it consistent. And so here we go. That's the only time I really changed the defensive numbers here was when I bring in a quarterback or if a starter running back gets hurt and I happen to want to play injuries, which I usually don't. So that's the only time I change it. Otherwise, it's easier for me just to leave it as is. You know, I tried a eggnog coffee today. I don't know if I liked it. I like eggnog, but I don't know if I like eggnog coffee. So I went back to my regular coffee. I never have 2 cups of coffee at home. All right, so Greg Landry comes in, and we're just going to kind of get the ball rolling. We don't want to put him under too much pressure, so we're going to go outside run to Kaner here. So I got a 45, so it's going to be BS. So Kane, a 55. 17, outside run, BS. That will be good for 9 yards. And that's going to put us in that dreaded 2nd and 1. Remember we had that before? Oh, man, that was terrible. All right, so we're going to try a short pass to our tight end, David Hill. All right, he's usually pretty reliable. So we're going to go short pass here on 2nd and 1 to David Hill. A 45 is BS. That'll stay BS. Landry, 45, a 17, short pass, BS, and that's going to be off the fingers of the linebacker, and that'll sail harmlessly to the ground. But there is no sack, so that's the good news. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. And so we're going to get our fullback. We're just going to go right up the middle. We're not even going to think about it. So we're going to bring in Horace King, and on 3rd and 1, now I have my little chart here that I made. So on a 4th and 1, it's goal. So 3rd down, so I don't have anything on 3rd down. So we're just going to go whatever they call. Whatever they call on D. With 33, it's going to be CG. Again, this is where the better card comes in. Over here would be BG on the 33. So they get the best run possible. So they're playing run. Horace King, here we go. 3rd and 1 from the 29. Running into that teeth of the Baltimore defense. 62 is a 24. CG, right? 24. CG. And absolutely nothing. He is stopped at the line. And the Lions are going to go for it. They're like, we need something to happen here. So the Lions are going to go for it. So we're going to bring Kane in. And Kane's going to come out of the I, and he's going to go outside run. So it's a 4th and 1 for Detroit from the 29. They figure they've given Baltimore the ball so many times in their own half, we might as well just go for it. So here we go. We're playing automatic ground over here. So a 45 is going to be BG. A little bit easier. Kane needs 1 yard on the BG. A 46. I don't think so. 24 BG. 24 BG. And he's going to be hit behind the line and lose 2 yards. And the Colts have stopped them here on 4th down. And the Colts will get the ball back in Detroit territory for the 7th time. So stopped on 4th down. And so now at the 27-yard line of Detroit, Baltimore takes over. This has been stupid. Stupid bad. So Detroit, 2 cracks to get 1 yard, could not get it. And so Jones will come out here with a 21-3 lead. And he'll try to kill some time here. So we're inside the 30. So I need to go to this chart. Between the 10 and the 30. I hate keep going back to this guy, but he's got to do something here. He really does. 64. BS. Mitchell, 34. 35, and a bunch of BS, and it's going to be, oh no, F50. We have a fumble and a flag. F15 TE. Oh my gosh. We have a fumble. Mitchell might not get another carry today if he loses this ball here. 61. And he's hit after 1 yard, and it's the right guard falls on it. Do we want to see if he's going to return it? So it goes 1 yard. Ball comes free. The right guard is going to try to kind of move the ball. So let's go to my right guard. Not my right guard. There's So it's going to be this guy here, Ken Huff. So Ken Huff finds the ball in his hands. He's going to try to do something with this ball. Why not, right? Up 21-3. So Ken Huff at a 13 is going to be a 25. And he's just going to fall on it where it is. But it's still fun to check. But let's check the flag. So it's -1. Baltimore gets the ball back, but we need to check the flag. And a 15E, 6. Holding on the defense. So all of that, and we're going to bump it up 5 yards, and it's going to be a first down. Thank you so much, and that'll end the third quarter. So Baltimore driving here. They got a fresh set of downs, and they lead 21-3. So again, all our scoring coming in the second quarter. So let me just update this here real quick. So 0 and 0, and yeah, so again, you can see all the scoring in the second quarter. 3 touchdowns in the second quarter, and absolutely nothing since. Well, we've had a couple of missed field goals, and it's been a slog of a rainy day here. That's kind of how I do it. When I get all that crazy stuff happen, I just picture it's a bad weather day. Create your own story, if you will. Choose your own adventure. Alrighty, so that penalty wipes out any kind of play or fumble, so they'll have it on the 22. And they're going to go on. We're going back to Mitchell. If he doesn't get it done this time, he's sitting. So Mitchell outside, going right into the BG. Mitchell, 16-25 BG. And now we're in the fourth quarter. So a 25 BG. Absolutely nothing. So Mitchell not getting anywhere. And so we're going to go back to Leaks. So we're going to go single back. Leaks is the only back. Extra tight end. So we're going to send him to the outside. We're going to send Leaks to the outside this time. AS. 22. 4. AS. And he will pick up 7 yards. And if he was inside, he would have got 7 anyway. So it didn't really matter. So he'll pick up 7. So 5, 6. He gets it to the 15. So Roosevelt Leaks getting it done. So we have a 3rd and 3 right now at the 15-yard line of Detroit. What do we want to do? Well, we got Burt Jones, don't we? There's only one thing to do is bring in our man, Don McCauley, who's got 3 touchdown passes in this game. Well, caught 3 touchdown passes, so we're going to go short pass. Short pass to McCauley here between the 10 and the 30. And here we go. So we have a 34, which is going to be AG. It'll stay AG on the short pass. Jones to McCauley. And look at that, another 23. These dice are cursed. I need to change the dice. 27. AG. 27. AG. And he's scrambling for his life. So Jones, flushed out of the pocket, will take off. 51 is a 7. And he will gain 6 yards. Jones getting it done with his feet. Scrambles and picks up 6. And that's a first down and goal. So Burt Jones carrying the team, willing the team, if you will, into that end zone. We're going to go back to Leaks. Mitchell's not going to get any more carries for a while. And we're going to go up the middle here, right into the gut. So from the 9-yard line, 56, AS, Leaks, 14, A.S. is going to be 5 yards. He gets it down to the 4. And I screwed that, so it's going to be a second down now here. Second down. And McCauley's going to come in and get the carry. All right, Mitchell is on the bench. He's been completely ineffective today. So we're going to go outside to McCauley against a 14. So that's going to be AD. Now, I'm not going to play deep from the 4, so I'm going to go AS. I'm going to bring that back to AS. Again, common sense. AS, a 24-22 outside AS. 22 outside AS, and he's going to be hit for a loss of 2. So McCauley goes backwards, and that's going to set up a 3rd and goal from the 6. So let's do this. We'll bring Mitchell in. We're going to throw to Mitchell. He's been catching good today, but he's not been running good. All right, here it is. 3rd and goal from the 6 for Baltimore. It seems like it's been 3rd and goal from the 6 the entire day, hasn't it? A 53 is BS. That'll turn into an AS because he's an A. AS, Jones, 42. 8, short pass, AS, and he will get, oh boy, what do we need, 6? We get 6, and that's a touchdown. Mitchell just sneaking inside the pylon as he took the pass out of the backfield, and a 6-yard TD pass to Mitchell, and that might put this one away. That will make it 26-3, extra point pending. So Linhart, so Mitchell getting it done in the air today, so he's done running. That's what I can tell you. So Linhart, who missed a chip shot field goal earlier, comes in for the extra point. A 52 is going to be a 6. And a 6 is no good. He missed it again. He misses the extra point. Is no good. So Linhart has just not had a good day kicking. So we're just going to add 6, and that'll be a 27-3 score now. As, boy, this is a sloppy weather here in Baltimore. Unbelievable. He missed field goals, missed kicks. What a sloppy game. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun. No, it's definitely Lydell Mitchell who's having the bad game. We're going to change the dice. Hang on, we're changing the dice. We just had too many 23s, so we're going to change the dice. Let's see what it does. Fine by me when the Colts are up 27-3. Yeah, it's Detroit actually won this game in real life. I think I've said that a few times. All right, Linhart, who misses the extra point and a field goal, will try to kick off in the slop. At least I didn't roll a 23 this time. So a 54, and the kickoff is the 33. And on the kickoff, it's going to be 46 yards. Not a deep kick at all. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 40. So only to the 19-yard line. So that'll give Detroit a chance for a decent return. Andy Bolton will take this kick. And a 26 on the kickoff return is 11 yards. 5, 10, 11. Gets out to the 30. Okay. And that's where they'll take over, if I can put that in the slot there. All right, so 12 minutes to go. And now we're going to start letting reserve quarterback Greg Landry throw the ball a little bit. We kind of had him come into the game after Danielson was ineffective. And that actually made the defense a little bit tougher. All right, so we get almost another 23 over here. It doesn't count anyway. But all right, so from the 30. So from the 30-yard line, Detroit takes over, and they're going to try to get going here. So we're going to go Landry. We're going to let Landry throw it here. We're going to go medium pass, and let's get what do we want to do here? We're going to go to J.D. Hill. All right, so we can get J.D. going here. All right, so Baltimore defense is going to be 36, so they're going to be playing BS. He'll stay BS. Well, Landry's first attempt, medium pass, BS, 36. It's a 19. BS, and a 19 BS is knocked away. Hill was double covered. And so another miss here for the Lions. All right, we're going to look for David Hill, the tight end, on a short pass this time. Short pass, David Hill. 15 on the D is BD. That'll stay BD. A 36 is a 19 BD, and that is knocked away as well. So some good coverage here by the Colts defense. Sets up a 3rd and long. So let's look for the we're going to go to the fullback out of the backfield. Oh, no, we can't go medium pass to the fullback. We're going to go to Thompson here. We're going to bring in Thompson as the extra receiver. We're going to go medium pass to Thompson. All right. Nothing's going to matter here. So I got a 14, so it's going to be BG. It's going to turn to BD, and that'll stay BD. So Landry hasn't completed a pass yet. 13, 15, BD. And that lands at the feet of Thompson, incomplete. So 3 and out for the Lions. And they will punt this one away from the 30-yard line. Well, at least they didn't go backwards, right? So here's our busiest line of the day, Wilbur Summers. He's probably got like 13 punts. So Summers, a 56, is a 12 on the punt. And that's going to be 42 yards. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 142. All right, so Baltimore gets the ball back. And this is Lyle Blackwood. He's the free safety returning kicks today. 53 on the P column. And that's a 26. And he's going to go backwards a yard. So he'll be hit as he tries to spin back, and he loses a yard. And so with just over 10 minutes to go, Baltimore with the ball back, leading 27-3. All right, so Jones will come back in. I'm debating whether to put the backup quarterback in, just to kind of give him some time, but all righty. Ron Lee will get the carry as they start from the 27-yard line. So 27, Baltimore will start. 56, AS, Ron Lee. 27, inside run, AS. And nothing doing, no gain. So again, this has been a pretty boring game. So McCauley will come in. We're going to go outside run to McCauley. We're going to give him the pitch. All right, AG, McCauley, 14, AG, and he's going to get absolutely nothing again. They string him out, and nowhere for him to go, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. And what do we think about a screen pass? What do you think about a screen pass to Lydell Mitchell? What do you think? They're most likely going to be playing deep. Yeah, so they're playing deep. So 25 AD. So we're going to go Mitchell on a screen pass. Jones, 25. That's a 6. And, Mitchell with the catch, and he'll scramble and dive for it. 18 yards on the screen pass. So 5, 10, 15, 16, all the way out to the 45-yard line. And that's a first down. So the screen pass works for Mitchell. Running doesn't work, but catching, he's been money all day. And Jones hits Mitchell for the first down. So the Lions will have to back up a little bit more. 54 on the D is AD. Leaks inside run, 24. 22 on the AD. And he'll pick up 5 yards all the way out to midfield. So the Colts doing a good job of chomping up this clock. I hate to give it to Mitchell, but we're going to go to Mitchell. All right, I formation. He's going to run behind Leaks. He's going to go to the right side this time, okay? And a 23 is BD. Mitchell, anything at all today. 22, BD, and he will gain absolutely nothing again. But they have done a terrific job of bottling up Lydell Mitchell, and that's going to set up a 3rd and 5. And so we're going to bring in, we're going to go to McCauley now. They're calling out Mitchell, so come on over here. 3rd and 5, keeping it on the ground. A 34 is AD. McCauley, 24, AD, and he will gain 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's where the drive will stall. So they're going to have to punt it away from just inside of Baltimore territory, but they ground some time off the clock. David Lee will come in. Highlight Heyday coming by. And, yeah, you thought the Lions would come back. They won in real life on a block punt, but today it's been sloppy. The Baltimore Colts have started like 6 drives inside the Detroit 30. So how's it only 27? I don't know. We've had a lot of fumbles. So David Lee will come in. He's going to try to punt them into oblivion here. So between the 25 and the 50. So David Lee will come in from the K call. Oh, this is a beauty. This is a beauty. It's going out of bounds at the Detroit 3-yard line. 1, 2, 3. What a beauty of a kick by David Lee. Sounds like Geddy Lee. Could be Sarah Lee or Bruce Lee. And they will punt it, and Detroit's going to start at the 3-yard line. Yeah. All right, so Burt Jones is done. He's coming out. We don't want to get him hurt, even though I don't play injuries, so he's going to come out at some point. All right, Greg Landry comes in from the 3-yard line, and we're going to go short pass to our back, Rick Kane. So we got to start way back here. This is the one thing I like about the APBA games is you find the chart of where you are on the field or, runners on base, and it gives you so many options. That's one of my favorite things about here. All right, so we said we're going to go short pass, right? So, yeah, we're deep in our own territory, so we're on the 3. So here we go. We're going to just flare it out to Kane, see if we can just get a few yards here. So BS, Landry looking for Kane. 56-22. BS, and that is going to be incomplete. Threw it at the feet of Kane. So that's going to be a 2nd down and 10 from the 3. We're going to go medium pass to Hill. Nothing to lose, right? Nothing to lose. Can't really win the game. 64 is going to be CS. It's going to be BS. Landry, medium pass. 15, BS, and that's going to be incomplete. Hill was covered pretty good on the play, and nothing going right here for the Lions. So we're going to go medium pass to J.D. Hill. All righty, so they're going to be playing deep. It's going to be AD. I'll stay AD. Landry back to pass. 13-15 AD, and that one sails incomplete as well. And they don't have much of a choice here from the 3-yard line. Our favorite Lion, Wilbur Summers, will come in to punt this one away. Goes a lot faster when I'm not keeping stats, let me tell you. And I don't really need the stats anyway. It's fun to look at when you say, hey, this guy's having a good day or a bad day, but game moves along much faster without the stats. So a 42 is going to be an 8, and he's going to hit this one 40 yards. So if we're at the 3, it's going to go to the 43. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, at the 43. Boy, they could almost do a free kick from here, right? Let's see what happens on the return. A 13 for Lyle Blackwood on a punt is a P call. It's going to be a 26 and -1 again. So he's going to take a step backwards here. And so again, Baltimore will start at the Detroit side of the field on the 44-yard line. This is amazing. Okay, so executive decision. Executive decision here, 27-3 with about 5:15 to go in the fourth quarter. And we are going to see oh, that's if David Lee is a kicker. We're going to see Bill Troop come in. So Bill Troop comes in. Okay. And Jones comes out. And that's going to be a 2 difference. So what I'm going to do here is that will bump up the Detroit defense here by a couple. So -5 will go to -3. Okay, so we're going to go to the -3 card here. Okay. And we'll put the -5 back in the deck. And the deck actually goes from 25 to -25. So if you want to see the difference in the cards here, so this is your best defense. Okay, look at all the C's. All right, look at all the C's. That means it's good for the defense. So this card is the awesome defensive card. Now this is your worst defense. Look at all the A's. Okay, that means it's better for the offense. So just to give you an idea with between plus and minus. All right, this is kind of what it's going to be. So there'll be -3 now with Troop coming in. And again, that's why I like using the cards. Doug comes by. Looks like the Colts got this in hand. Yeah, they do. So, yeah, my football has been kind of a dud this weekend. Not a lot of excitement. I did have some 1871 baseball last night. That was kind of neat. And I got to get some more baseball going today before the snow. So I need to take my nap so I can get up and do the snow. I got to call Juckett, too. I haven't talked to Juckett yet today. Let's see how he's doing over there. All righty, so we got the backup quarterbacks in here today. 27-3, Baltimore with the ball. They're at the 44-yard line of Detroit. Troop comes in to lead them, and Roosevelt Leaks will get an inside run as we try to kill the clock here. A 56 is going to be AS Leaks. A 61 is a 12. Oh, sorry, I tried to get the button. I couldn't hold it. Oh, man. And then I heard it because I tried to hold the sneeze. I was like, maybe I can get the play in. Nope, couldn't get the play in. Couldn't hit the button in time. I'm sorry about that. Wow. That actually hurt. Oh, it hurt. I should have just hit the button and let it go. Wow. Yeah. So I got a 12 against what now? 12 AS. And it's going to be 2 yards. So we'll pick up 2. So Leaks picks up 2. And we're down under 5 minutes to go. And we're going to let it kind of bleed down a little bit here. We'll take off 3. I know, but I didn't want to blast you guys' ears out. And I said, let me get the result. And then I couldn't hit the mute button in time. All right, Leaks again. 31 CS. 6 CS. And that'll be good for 9 yards. So 5, 9, first down. That's a first down at the 33-yard line. Clock still ticking away here. Troop leading the squad here. Ron Lee will get a carry, and he'll go up the middle. So a 16 on the D is AS. 62 is 24 AS, and he will pick up 2 yards. So the Colts is grinding out the clock here. Down to 3 minutes to play. Second down. McCauley will come in. He'll go to the outside. And we're on the 31, so this is the last time I use that shot, unless I gain some. Don't gain any yards. A BS. A 35 BS, and that's going to be 4 yards and a flag. So let's check the flag. 4 yards and a flag. 12. And 7's always holding on the offense. We're going to back him up. And it's going to be second and long now. So, well, I don't know why we're going to do this, but we're going to go to Mitchell, who's done nothing today. So Mitchell will come in. He'll go to the outside. A 42 is CS. And we got a 26 CS. I don't know how we ever got, and he's going to lose 3. I'd be willing to bet that Lydell Mitchell is probably somewhere around 10 yards today. Probably 20 carries, 10 yards. I don't know how he's going to gain any yards on this card because either that or I'd been rolling so poorly. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning. So we got a third down and forever here. So we're going to let him throw it. We're going to let Troop throw it. Okay, we're going to let the backup guy throw it. So we're going to give him a medium pass to Raymond Chester on 3rd and long, because why not? So 52 is CG, so it's going to be a BG. Bill Troop looking for Chester. Oh, you kidding me? Bill Troop with the BG. Oh, no, sorry, BDs. They're going to be playing deep because it's that BD. 7 BD on the medium pass, and that'll be good for 15 yards to Chester. 5, 10, 15. Still going to be well short, though, of the first down. And 27-3, we're just going to go for it. All right, there's no sense punting here. We might as well just keep it on the ground. So let's bring in, let's bring in our money man, the guy who's done nothing today. Maybe he's due. So it's a 4th down here at the 29-yard line. So I need to change my chart. All right, so we're between the 10 and the 30 now with the defense. There we go. All right, so Lydell Mitchell comes in, having the worst game I've ever seen him have in my life. And it's going to be BD. There we go, BD. Mitchell trying to get it done, going to the outside. Mitchell, nope, not going to happen. 22, BD. And Mitchell will get, he'll lose a yard. He goes back to the 30-yard line. And Mitchell goes backwards. And with a minute to play, it's been a disappointing game for Mitchell, although Detroit has won. So Baltimore turns it over on downs, and Detroit will get it at the 30-yard line, their own 30-yard line. So, all right, so we're going to let Landry air it out, right? Why not? Against the +6 defense. All right, we've changed the defense a little bit because of the personnel changes at quarterback. So we're going to air it out. We're going deep. So we're going to look for Jarvis, and we're going to go long pass because we have nothing to lose. Got nothing to lose. All right, so from the 15 to the 49, so we're going to air it out. Here we go. And 31, so there's CS. It's going to be a BS. Landry throwing his deep. 42, that's a 9. BS on a long pass, and that sails incomplete. 2nd down. And we'll send one more to David Hill. We'll go medium pass to David Hill, and that'll be the end of the game. Oh, we are in the 4th quarter. I never changed that. It's just a rookie mistake. 45, BS. 31 is a 9. BS on the medium pass. And that'll end the game with a completion for 9 yards. So we'll get it up to 39, and that'll do it. The horn sounds. The game is over. Thank goodness. This was pretty bad. And the final score, 27-3. We did get a field goal in the 4th quarter. So, boy, this has been a dud. We've had some duds here today. So the final score is 24-3. Yay. That is that. Oh, so much fun. That was a good time. Even though the game kind of stunk, I still enjoyed it. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming by. As I got to go put my stuff away here. And, I got the football out of my system. Football game yesterday, football game today. So I got 2 games in this weekend. I'm pretty happy with that considering it's a long play game. But I enjoyed the heck out of it. Thank you for coming by. Hope you were entertained as we played some APBA stuff here. So I got to... I got to go take a look at that 1984 community project. I think I'm going to do something with that today offline. I'll play that offline. And who knows, depending on the snow, good luck with the snow, right? Let's see how I survive that. I got to save some energy to move that snow around tonight. I'm supposed to get a lot of it. So anyway, I'm Dave. Thanks for tuning in. This was some APBA football Dave's way. Had a good time with it. 77 season back on the table. I don't know if it's the first time or second time I've done that, but anyway, we'll talk to you all later. Have a good day. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the football. It's just too bad that no one's going to beat the Chiefs and the refs. So it's a done deal. But enjoy the other games.